Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu-Alaikum. I recently applied spouse visa for my wife. I thought of making this video presentation since everything is fresh in my mind. This presentation will include sharing my personal spouse visa experience. I will talk about how I met each requirement step by step. I would also like to give a disclaimer here, as everyone's circumstances are different. This video presentation will not guarantee success of your spouse visa. I will start by discussing the contents of this presentation. In this presentation, I will talk about myself, the things I've done before getting married, how I filled online application form, how I filled Appendix 2, list of supporting documents, points to ponder, biometrics appointment, postage, other pieces of important information, and post-application precautions. So, about myself. I'm a naturalized British citizen. I was born in Pakistan. I've been living in UK for past 9 years, and I recently got married. Currently, I'm in a salaried employment. The next section is things I've done before getting married. I researched about spouse visa application. For this, I read various internet forums and immigration boards. I also involved my spouse and explained her of the procedure. Since I was a naturalized British citizen, I was well aware of the fact how Home Office works based on my previous application experiences. So I explained my spouse how long a spouse visa usually takes and what is the procedure. This was actually very helpful. I asked her to collect the documents. I remember her passport was due to expire in 6 months' time. So I asked her to renew her passport, get a recent passport size picture, book her IELTS A1, and get a tuberculosis certificate. I also collected some sponsored documents from UK before leaving for Pakistan. I involved my HR and explained about the spouse visa and what documents I would require of them. This was also very helpful. Then I got myself involved in wedding preparations. I bought some stuff for myself and gift for my wife, went to Pakistan and had fun at my wedding. The next section of this presentation is how I filled online application form. After getting married and spending time with my wife and family, one day I sat with my wife, who is the main applicant for this visa, and started filling up the online application form. For this, I registered myself at UK visa application website. This is the link here, and I clicked on applying on behalf of someone. And I filled all the necessary details from my wife's point of view. I will now click on this link and I will take you through how I filled the online application form. When I clicked on that link, it redirected me to this website here. This is a Welcome to Visa for UK. This is a portal which basically provides me access to online application form. It says UK Visas and Immigration, and it asks for email and password. Since I did not have any account with this UK Visas and Immigration, I had to register myself, for which I clicked on this link below, and it redirected me to this page which says register yourself. Here it asks for the mandatory information, and I provided that. So I wrote down my first name and my surname, and I put down my date of birth. Which is fairly straightforward. Gender, nationality, help language which is English, email, my email, my phone number, which was my mobile number, and my secondary phone number, which I left empty. In address details, my home address, my postcode, country which is United Kingdom, my password, okay, I've made a mistake in my password. Basically, it's asked for password must contain one uppercase, a lowercase, a number, and a minimum of 8 characters. So I have to choose according to this. And then I agree to the terms and condition and clicked on register. After registering myself and logging into this UK Visas and Immigration website, it brought me to this page here, which basically states, welcome to Visa for UK service. You can apply for a UK visa using this service if you are an applicant who is not currently in the UK. Register for an account using the Register an Account button below to begin your application. We are currently updating our online visa application service. You may be able to apply using our new service for visit visa applications if you are applying for a standard visa, marriage visitor visa, and 1 month permitted paid engagements visa. Please select apply for myself to start your visa application. If you are applying on behalf of someone else, please select apply for someone else. Basically, I was applying on behalf of my wife, so I clicked on apply for someone else. It brought me to this page which discusses about important information about supporting documents, the false documents, which is important to read, such as it is better to explain why do you not have a document, tend to submit a false document with an application. Your application may be refused and you may be banned from traveling to UK for 10 years if you use a false document. So this is very important to read. You may also be banned if you have breached immigration laws in the UK. And then there are some facts, general visa information and guidance. I just clicked on continue. So you are applying for someone else and I have to fill up the applicant details. So I put applicant first name, applicant surname. In this case, applicant was my wife, so I put down her first name and surname and her email. And her primary contact number, her secondary contact number. Here I provided my mother's mobile number since my wife is currently living with my parents and my mother also have an access to a mobile. Then I put down her, let me just fill this one in first. And then I put my wife's passport number. My wife's date of birth. Her gender. Date of intended travel. I put, since I applied on a standard application and not on priority, and timelines for standard application is 60 working days from date of biometrics. So I will put down the date of intended travel in 60 working days time. So we are in November at the moment, December, January and February, so I will put down a February date. Location, my wife is from Pakistan and her country of nationality. Select a visa type. Reason for the visit is settlement. The visa type is settlement as well, and visa subtype is wife. Now they have mentioned that after you have completed the online form, you must complete the relevant financial requirement form, Appendix 2 of VAF4A, which can be found at this link here. I will take you through how I filled my Appendix 2 as well. Now, next section is visa confirmation questions. No confirmations questions are requested, so I will create an application. After that, it brought me to this page which says applicant first name, surname. I have been allocated a GWF number. The travel date I've mentioned is 4th of February, which is in 60 working days time, and the application started, which is the date today. The status is incomplete, and next step is go to application. So I will go to application, and it also says settlement is wife. And now I will go to the application section and start filling in my online application form. Right. So this is a list of sections that I need to fill. Currently they are black at the moment, and the arrow suggests that this is the page where I'm currently looking at. So I have to fill all these sections before I can confirm the application. So I will start with passport and travel information. Since I am filling this application form on behalf of my wife, so I will put down my wife's details here. So family surname is my wife's or applicant's surname. Given name is applicant's first name. And have you ever used or been known by any other names? This includes a married name, maiden name, name at birth, and professional name. This was not the case in my wife, so I just clicked on no. I entered date of birth for my wife. Place of birth was city in Pakistan. Her gender is female, her nationality is Pakistani. And do you currently hold, or have you ever held any other nationality or nationalities? This was no in my wife's case, so I clicked on no. Her current passport number, which I've put down already. Place of issue was Pakistan as well. The issuing authority was Pakistan as well. The date of issue, I mentioned the date of issue as it exactly states on her passport, and in fact all of these details should be according to her passport. So I made sure of that, and I put down the date of issue accordingly. And then the date of expiry, which was in 5 years time. And then the country of residence, which is Pakistan. Are you a national of the country in which you are applying? Yes, of course, she is a Pakistani. Is it your first passport? It wasn't her first passport, so I clicked on